Never have I ever looked like a trapezoid on a trampoline before. Because I am
progress.
Yeah,
Allie's quitting vaping.
Quitting nicotine.
We're recording now, right?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm quitting
how's
nicotine.
it been?
It's
been like 5 days.
It's been like 5 days. I stopped Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And then it's Monday.
You said you felt underwater the other.
Dude, the first day
you.
I literally felt like I was like I had so much brain fog that I felt like I was underwater.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy.
Man.
But now I've kind of like leveled off, and now I just feel like I'm never gonna feel joy again.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, kids. Don't ever smoke cigarettes or vape or anything. But if you already do, then don't quit, because it's even worse than getting popcorn lung.
Joy, man.
I really, truly, I'll just have like quiet moments to myself where I'm like, well, I guess this is it. You're 30 and you have to start taking care of yourself.
Done with joy.
There's just no more fun to be had.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel. Also, I've been a huge bitch.
Nice.
But that feels good.
But this is also your chance to be a bitch, so I think you should use it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, take advantage of it.
Totally.
Say whatever you need to say to Dave that you never get to say.
Yeah. I'll be like, I fucking hate that polo shirt that you have.
Yeah, you've told him that.
No, I've told him that.
It's green and pink stripes?
Dude,
Is it?
It's green and cream color.
Green and cream. Oh, I might have
It looks like a Slytherin fucking polo shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
is it tight?
No, it's like
not like
baggy
fitted or anything. Okay.
It's not, and it doesn't. It's not too tight, but it is too loose.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so weird.
You remember 4th of July when we all went to the beach?
Yeah.
That was so fun.
That was really fun.
And Dwayne was wearing like a green and pink polo thing. It has like flowers. It was like a little Hawaiian looking. You remember this?
Mm-hmm.
And he really liked that shirt. It was like his new shirt. And then we were walking down the boardwalk and we saw like a guy in his like late 50s.
Yes, wearing the same
shirt.
Yes.
And Dwayne got so upset.
He was so mad.
And he never wore that shirt again.
That's so funny.
The other night I was at his place and I have this little makeup bag that has the same colors, the green and pink. And he saw it and he was like, wait a minute. And he paused and it was like he felt bad seeing the colors in a similar pattern. And he was like, oh, it's like that shirt I have. And he was like mad saying it.
Oh my God, that's so funny. He's like, my old man shirt that I have. Dude, that's so funny to be absolutely crushed.
He was crushed.
Just an older man enjoying his life and wearing the shirt.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, really offensive to him.
Yeah.
For Dwayne to see that guy in the shirt and be like, oh, God, fuck.
But it's also like you see someone wearing the same thing as you, very different person, and you realize you are similar because you had the same idea to get this thing.
Or
you're
it's
like, I'm going to look good in this.
Or maybe it's more that like, it's like, uh-oh, even though I think I'm different than that guy, do I look like I'm that kind of guy now?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
And in a way, they are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. And it's like, you know, you might be perceived the same as that guy.
Yeah.
You know? Who knows?
Welcome to Worthless Clowns.
Welcome.
Podcast about how stupid we all are. I'm Brittany Cardwell, Bertonis Cardwell on Instagram.
And I'm Allie O'Neill. You can find me on Instagram at It's Allie O'Neill. Please follow the pod. Just
Allie,
get it.
Allie is talking, but what it looks like is like she's talking but imagining a vape.
Yeah.
She's imagining vaping.
God, it would be so cool to vape right now.
It's like
that's really truly how I feel at every moment of every day.
Every moment you're like,
I'm like, dude, it would be so cool if I could vape right now. Oh God, it's terrible.
Man, oh man.
But I'll be fine. I think I'm over the hump, but now
do you have like rituals to replace it?
Yeah, I've been drinking so much water because
exciting.
Well, so like what I read online. Also, I'm sick. That's the other thing.
Again? What?
I think I'm still sick.
Man, oh man.
I think I was a little bit sick the last time I saw you, and then it just got worse.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what made me like want to stop, because I was having this like deep like chest cough.
Oh man.
While I was still vaping on like Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I was like, why the fuck am I still like I've been wanting to quit. I was like, why the fuck am I vaping while I'm sick like this? And I was like, whatever, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna quit. And I was like, okay, like this is a good weekend. I have a long weekend, so like if I feel like shit,
also if you're already miserable, it's like a nice time to quit too.
Totally, yeah. And so now I'm just like, I feel like fatigued.
Best time to quit drinking when you got the flu.
That's true, yeah. No, 100%. And so it's like, I feel like shit. And I'm like, is it being sick or is it the quitting vaping? But also I looked it up and quitting nicotine can give you like cold symptoms. Oh. So I don't know what's going on with me.
Weird.
I truly have no fucking idea what's going on with me.
What? I wonder why it's giving you cold symptoms.
I don't know. Your body just like relies on a chemical. It might be like an immune response. Who knows? Who knows what's going on?
Interesting.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm fine. Here's a little update. I went and got dinner with Katrina. What's up, Katrina? She listens. Beautiful dog.
I thought it sounded like you were calling Katrina the dog. Hi, Katrina. Beautiful dog. Beautiful dog.
Yeah, she listens to the programming.
God, so funny. Hi, Katrina.
What's up?
Miss you.
You're so...
Yeah, no.
I'm so distracted by this.
I'm truly...
Sorry, I'm just noticing it.
I know, yeah. I'm like a completely different person, and I think I'll probably just be like this for the rest of my life and never feel joy again.
You being distracted by vaping is making me be like, man, I'm so annoying. Like every time I speak to you, I'm like, sorry.
No. I'm being a bum.
No, you're not really. So me and Katrina got dinner. We were catching up. I've been trying to get dinner with her for so long, in ages, and I recorded the special. I like hadn't seen a lot of people in a real way.
Totally.
We got dinner. I sat down. I was waiting for her for like 5 minutes, right? And I sat down next to this couple on a date. As soon as I sat down, I was like, I can tell this is bad.
Oh my God.
And I was like right an early
next date.
To them.
You could tell it was an early date.
Early date. Right next to them. You know, because in New York, you're like a foot away from a table.
Yeah, like in order to get, like they'll have two tops right next to each other. And in order to get through, you have to rub your ass cheeks on the edge of their table. Like that's how thin it is. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you got to knock over their glass with their big fat ass, which I did in that restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And I spilled an entire glass of water.
Anyway, as soon as I sit down, I'm hearing their entire conversation. And it's not a conversation. It's just the guy monologuing to the woman about a war. I didn't pick up on what war it was.
God, truly, that's so funny.
It looked like a bit. It's like, it's just so common.
Yeah.
And she's
so funny.
She is not responding at all. She's not even moving. Okay. And he's doing this for like at least 2 minutes straight with no response from her. Like he is talking to himself.
Oh my God.
And then he finally finishes up and I just hear her go, She didn't even say, oh, okay, interesting. Or like, oh, that's cool. Like, oh, and pretending like she's going to look into it or something. That's what I do when I don't know what to say. I'm like, I'll Google that.
Oh, wow,
later.
that sounds really cool. I got to read up on that.
I'll read up on that.
Yeah. God, that's so fucking funny.
I'm sure questions about it, but I'll figure them out.
Dude, I'm sure that he left that date being like, that was a great time.
Oh, yeah.
I got to talk about a war.
Man, oh, man. It was wild.
It's so fucking funny.
And it did seem like a first date or a second or something, but then I was like, maybe this is just the end of a bad relationship, you know?
Oh.
It could have been they've been together and she's like, he's doing the thing again.
I feel like I've dated somebody for like a month or 2 months and gotten to that point with them. Like, not like you weren't like truly dating. You weren't like, you know, very serious, but you were with them long enough that you would call yourselves dating. Yeah. And then you're like, oh my God, he's talking about World War I again.
And long enough to be like, I know that's something that's like a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, totally.
Is that we have to do this every 3 days.
Yeah. And you're like, I can't do this anymore.
That was one of my updates.
Nice.
So wait, I wrote these down.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let me see.
Do you watch Severance?
Oh yeah, I watched the first episode of the second season. You watch it?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
I'm trying to think of things that have happened to me.
Yeah, but you just...
And that's kind of all I could come up with. I've been getting high a lot and playing Breath of the Wild.
You know what's ridiculous in Severance? You know, I'm forgetting the characters' names, but you know the guy, he's like tall and he's got a mustache.
Oh, John Turturro.
Yes.
Yes.
when you see him painting as his Audi version of
Yeah.
himself, and it's to that song, "The Ace of Spades."
Yeah.
The Ace
It's
of
Motorhead.
It's
Yeah.
just such a like weird choice of song.
I know.
It's like old guy rock.
Yes.
And he's like,
Yeah.
what he's painting doesn't seem like it matches to me because he's painting like this horrible, like obviously it's something related to the trap of severance.
Yeah.
But the Ace of Spades
Yeah.
doesn't feel.
Yeah. It's like somebody, they were like, we'll put this song in for now.
Yeah.
And then
This guy's dark and crazy.
we'll
but it's
redo
not,
it. And then
it's not
they
really
just
that-
never got around to redoing
it. Was like a placeholder song.
Yeah. And it's also like such a high energy song that I'm like, I feel like the painting should be high energy.
Yeah.
But he was just literally there like,
Sometimes in it though, he is kind of like slabbing stuff.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that makes it even like that's him like rocking out
Yeah.
to the Ace of Spades.
Yeah.
His easel.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Dude. Imagine if you like were in Severance and you were an innie and then you did the overtime thing and you came out and you realized that you were like a Disney adult or something.
Oh, man. I know, because they come out and realize crazy things about, well, mainly Ellie.
Helly, yeah.
I keep wanting to call her Hattie. for some reason.
And fucking Adam Scott realizes crazy
Yeah.
stuff about himself.
Yeah.
We should stop talking about this show.
We should. Yeah.
You should watch Severance if you haven't. But
Yeah, I don't really have anything funny to say about it. I just like it. I like that show.
I know. I just like to imagine like what I would think of myself. I'd be like, God, I need to do laundry.
Yeah. Hey, Allie, you
What?
might be able to relate to this. Actually, you probably won't because you're so much better than me. But I.
What? Where is this going? Where is this going? Is my bad mood like wearing off on you? Because I came in, you were like, hey, and then you're like, you might be able to relate to this. Actually, you're not going to because you're so much better than me. I'm like, what is going on?
Well,
Better than you at what?
video games.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I definitely,
Yeah.
okay, I take that back, I am.
So my hands are really sore because I played a video
Tetris?
game
Oh, wait.
with Dwayne. No, he got
What game?
for Christmas. He got a game called It Takes Two.
Oh, yes.
Have you played this?
Yeah.
Isn't this game crazy? The intro is so
It's wild.
serious.
Yeah. And it's
What?
just like a dumb, silly little game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun, though.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
I played it with him a couple times, and I never play video games.
Yeah.
Like especially that. I only play Tetris. I never play like on controllers, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you never play like a RPG at all.
No.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm doing, but I also want to do a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I need to do stuff, it's like the fear of not getting to make it happen makes me press so hard.
Oh, yeah.
My thumbs are like so sore.
That happens to me as well when I'm like, I'll notice that I'll be like fighting some boss in some video game and I'll be like slamming and
Yeah.
like pressing so hard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, pressing A harder doesn't make me swing my sword harder.
No, but I can't not do it.
Yeah, totally. Because it's like tense.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Should we get into our
Those are my
stupid stories?
main updates, I think. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
You
get
wanna
into
go
our
first?
stupid stories. I can go first.
Okay.
God, sorry, I'm such a bummer today, guys.
No, you're not.
I'm doing it for my fucking health. But so it actually is related to vaping.
Mhm.
And I think I texted you this actually. So I like decided I was gonna quit vaping.
Mhm.
And I was like, all right. I've been like thinking about it for a really long time. And I was just like, I just gotta figure out the right time to do it,
Yeah.
essentially, because like I have to choose when I'm going to have a terrible day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Or a couple terrible days. And so I was like sick, and that's when I decided to do it. So I was like, all right, I'll stop like Thursday morning. I'll be done. I'll be absolutely done. And they tell you to not do it, to stop in the morning and just not do it that day because you're already
Oh.
like 8 hours not having nicotine.
Yeah.
But I did start on Wednesday night, but I like really started Thursday morning. So I wake up Thursday morning. I haven't had my coffee yet.
Mhm.
I'm like making coffee and I'm like, oh, I have to get rid of this vape. I have to get rid of this. And I was like, I have to do it. In my mind, I was like, I have to do it in some ceremonious way
Yeah.
in order to get rid of it and to like make it like a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll throw it out my window. And I was like, well, I don't want to throw it out my window. I could hurt somebody.
I think you have to you have to kill a small animal and burn it.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, totally.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Otherwise, I won't.
If you
quit
fail,
vaping.
that's why.
Yeah, it's because I didn't kill an animal. But I was like, let me throw it out the window. And then I was like, no, I'll hurt someone. I live on the 6th floor. I'm not hurting somebody. I don't live in the...
see.
I don't...
You can see what's down there.
I know. I don't live in the Empire State Building. I'm not going to kill somebody throwing my vape out the window.
If it doesn't hit someone, it's going to be the land in there and they're going to slip on it like a banana peel.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And that still blood on my hands.
Yeah.
So I can't do that. So I was like, it was like in the morning and I had not had coffee yet. So I was just like feeling crazy. I threw it in the toilet and I flushed the toilet.
And this is a big boy vape.
And it's a vape that is like the size of a Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
It's the size of like a flip phone. It's that big.
Yeah.
If you're 30 or above or whatever, if you remember.
It's definitely
flip phones.
not like aerodynamic in the way that's needed for a toilet to flush.
It's like throwing a small phone down the toilet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did that. Toilet flush is fine.
It is the size of the tiniest cell phone that we ever got to.
Yes,
I feel
totally.
like.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is that. Yeah. Dude, cell phone technology should be studied. Like, once we learned how to make fucking cell phones, we started doing the craziest shit with them.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, ooh, what if it flips out like a knife, like a switch knife.
And you could
just
do it with your wrist.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
what if we make it look like a razor?
Yeah.
It's like the fucking, remember sidekicks? They would flip
yeah.
open like this. They looked like a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, yeah. Those
Dude,
are wild.
Once humanity gets a grip on technology, we do the craziest shit with it.
Yeah.
It's like when we figured out animation, we made everybody's head gushers in commercials. It's like we just went balls to the fucking wall. We were like, what if kids' heads explode because they're fruit? It's like, it should be studied, this like idea of like human, it's Icarus flying too close
Every
to the sun.
brainstorm idea came to fruition.
Totally.
Somehow.
Yeah, with cell phone technology,
Yeah.
they were like, okay, so you scroll by like pressing a pad in a circle.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Remember for a while they may still be doing this, but I've only seen it like one time years ago. It looked just like this, but then you could fold it. So the middle has some crack thing, but it still like works across the...
Dude.
I know how to talk about it.
Dude, fucking...
The middle has some crack, but it goes across.
It has some like invisible crease. Fucking Dave's best friend from high school, James, has one of those phones. Every time he takes it out, I'm like, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I can't believe you have one of those fucking phones that the glass folds.
It looks like a sandwich.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, so my phone is smaller, so I'll lose it easier? Like, fuck no. Anyway, so I quit vaping and...
You threw your phone on the
I
toilet.
threw my vape
your
down
vape.
in the toilet. Toilet flushes, it's fine.
Gotta get rid of this burner phone.
I take a
It's like
dump.
the way you're acting. Do I throw it out the window? No.
Yeah.
Someone will find it. It has my fingerprints on it.
I was like, because I was like, in my mind, I was like, if I throw it in the trash, I'll take it out of the trash and I'll suck on it. Like, that's like the mindset I was in. It's like addict mindset. I was like, I need to get rid of
like
this.
like a tub of acid. That's what you needed.
Or I could have put it in a glass of water and it would have broken.
Oh, yeah.
A vat of acid. Allie, you need a vat of acid.
Right.
You need to hit it with a bus. Like, Allie, you need to fly a plane into it. Brittany did 9/11, by the way.
Yeah.
Running joke on this pod is that Brittany
Once
did
again,
9/11.
if anyone even cares now, nobody cares.
Nobody cares that you did 9/11. If anybody even cares. Nobody cares about 9/11 anymore. It's the best thing I've ever done. Anyway, so I take a dump in my toilet after flushing the vape. Clogged. Absolutely fucking clogged.
Immediately? Did you do one
Immediately
of those things
clogged.
where it looks like it's going down, then you go, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah?
I was panicking. I took all the furniture out of my bathroom because I was afraid there'd be
Oh.
poopy water on it.
Oh, no. Wait, why?
Plunged it for a long time. And then I got the water to run clear, but...
Wait, why was there poop? Why was there poopy water in there, too?
because I took a dump on top of my vape.
Oh, that is perfect. That's how it's ceremonious. I thought you just flushed it.
No. I took
like-
the vape, put it in the toilet, flushed the vape,
Yeah.
then took a
then
dump.
you took a dump.
I didn't take a dump on the vape.
Oh. Well,
But
I thought
honestly,
that was perfect.
If I tell
don't
that
know
story
about-
again, I'm saying that's what I
Yeah, you
did.
took a dump on it.
I'll just say I took a dump.
You did. It just
Yeah.
took a while to get to it.
And then, so poopy water everywhere.
Yeah.
Not in my, it didn't overflow, thank God.
Uh-huh.
But then I was like plunging. I used James's plunger because I don't have a fucking plunger. And I was like, is it weird if I use your plunger? And he's like, no. And I was like, I'll wash it. And I'm like, I'm just like not like here. Also, here's the thing.
You gotta get a plunger out.
I cannot do any problem solving at all at this point in time because I had quit vaping. And so I was just doing everything wrong. I went to get an auger because, which is you know what that is? It's a plumbing snake. It's a big plumbing snake for a toilet. That's what it is. Remember plumbing snakes?
Yes.
It kind of came back.
Man, we haven't talked about plumbing snakes in forever.
I know. It's become, we're coming full circle.
Yeah.
Big round table or whatever the fuck you said that one time.
Big blue bubbly circle.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. There's so many memories together.
I know. They're
pick the right
starting to get all mixed up. Anyway, so my toilet you can piss in, but you can't shit in. I tried everything, and so then
the pointing. So my toilet you can piss in,
but you can't shit in it. And so I texted my landlord. I was like, I had a friend over, and she dropped
also
a vape.
The way you said that, it almost felt like what is it when kids do like show and tell?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So here's my toilet. You can piss in it, but you can't shit in it.
Yeah, you're like the cool kid who's like, I'll talk about my toilet.
Anyway, you can piss in it, but you can't shit in it.
Yeah.
Number one only. It will not flush your turds.
And that's my show and tell today.
And that's my show and tell. Anyway, do you want to come over? So I texted my landlord. I was like, hey, my toilet's clogged. I tried everything.
Yeah.
I had a friend over and she told me she dropped her vape in the toilet. So you might find a vape in there when you plunge it. He has not written me back.
You had to text all that. That's
so
funny.
I have a clogged toilet that I just can't use. Thank God James has his own bathroom, so I have been shitting only in his bathroom.
Can I poop with all your poop?
Yeah, I've been shitting only in his bathroom, which is so fucked up.
Man, oh man.
So
that's funny.
That's my stupid story.
This is apartment and landlord related, or super related, I guess. I walked in, I was sitting on the toilet. I heard like water just falling into my shower. And I was like, oh, I guess I didn't turn it off all the way. I didn't like really worry about it. Then I realized my ceiling's leaking.
Oh my God.
In my bathroom, and it's coming through the light fixture.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
and
so
my
insane.
he went upstairs to the other apartment. He was like, well, that guy's place, it was pretty clean. And he was like, I couldn't see anything going on there. But he mentioned it being clean. I was like, oh, that's good.
You're like, great.
He's not the source of the mice, I guess.
Yeah. I guess it's just me.
I guess it's building wide.
I guess it's just me.
Yeah, so he doesn't know what's going on.
Damn. Is it still running?
It's still happening, yeah.
It's got to be internal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He came back up. He was like, I got bad news. He's like, it's not the guy upstairs. His place is pretty clean. And so he's got to get a plumber or something.
Damn, that's so fucked up.
Man, and my whole wall in my bathroom got ripped apart like a year and a half ago.
I remember that.
This?
Because of your toilet.
Because something happened.
It was something with your toilet. Your toilet was broken. And I remember you got gaslit by the super because he was like, are you sure it's not this? And you're like, my father built a toilet. I know when my toilet is broken. I remember this happening.
It wasn't the toilet, though, at all.
Oh, never mind.
It was...
I made up that story where you were a hero for no reason.
Oh, I don't know, actually. But there was a leak in the wall, basically.
Gotcha.
So they had to take my entire wall out and fix this leak.
Yeah.
I think probably my toilet wasn't flushing right because of the water.
Because there was a leak.
It was just running out or whatever.
Totally, yeah.
Anyway, a lot of toilet talk, too.
A lot of toilet talk today.
Toilet bowl exhaust system.
Yeah.
Call my father. Go to the toilet bowl exhaust system. TBS.com.
TBS?
TBS.
Oh, I thought you said TBS. The TBS, of course. I think you said TBS, like the channel that plays A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your stupid story?
Well, I guess I'll do this one. It was going to be an update, but it's also pretty stupid. So, as you know, oh, by the way, I got my second ultrasound and I'm fine, I think.
Oh, thank God.
So the story, I'm not pregnant. What if I'm like, got the second ultrasound, miscarriage. So everything's fine.
We're golden. So we can keep doing the pod.
Yeah. No, the ultrasound was on my neck because like a month and a half ago, I felt like a lump. It's still there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it doesn't seem to be cancerous, which is nice. Pretty nice.
Pretty good stuff.
Anyway, I'd gone there like.
Also, what a shock for our listeners. You're like, anyway, no cancer. And there's just no lead up to it at all.
I know. 'Cause I was going to talk about it when I was still scared.
No, totally. And that's why I didn't ask about it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So what's your update? How's it going with the
be like, so did you find out if it was
potential
cancer?
tumor?
Yeah, just like on the pod.
Yeah.
And you had to break the news to me on the pod, and I'd be like,
yeah.
We don't even have a Patreon yet.
So anyway, like a month and a half ago, I felt this, and then I went and got an ultrasound. You know, and it's like scary to do that because you're like, now I gotta wait for some information. It might be bad. And I'm at the ultrasound place, and the woman, I already told you all this, the technician, like where it was, it's like kind of under my chin on the left. It's still there, but now I'm just not as worried about it. And she couldn't get a good image of it in the ultrasound. And I only knew this because she kind of was like, and she kept having me touch where it was and trying to
like
get an
find
image,
it.
finding it. She tried so many times, and she was telling me she was having trouble, but then she moved on. So I was like, oh, I guess she got it. You know?
Yeah.
And by the way, this lady, throughout the exam, she kept telling me, this is not a doctor. This is a technician, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to interpret the thing.
Or if she does, it's not her job.
It's not her job.
Yeah.
Even if she has learned about it, like,
yes.
she's not supposed to tell me.
Yeah.
Because it could be wrong, it could get my hopes up, or it could make me like needlessly scared.
Yeah.
Even more scared.
Yeah.
So, but the whole time she's like giving me her interpretation. She's like, oh, well, I think these look pretty normal to me. And, you know, this one's a little bigger though. That's a doctor's call. I'm like, I think they're all doctor's calls. So I'm already a little like annoyed with this lady because you're not supposed to do that. But she was really nice.
Yeah.
She got my birthday, right? August 8th, 1987.
Nice.
And she was like, oh, it could have been 8/8/88. That's too bad. That should have been my first sign where I was like, this is not a woman to be doing your exam.
First of all, let me tell you something.
But also I was like, yeah, I used to wish that was my birthday.
Dude, I knew it. I was like, this is the most Brittany. It's like you got an ultrasound from an older Brittany.
Yeah.
Because she was like, wouldn't it be cool if all the numbers were the same?
Like, yes.
Yeah. And also hilarious for you to be like, I like that she likes numbers. She should not have done my ultrasound.
So I'm like, oh, this lady's annoying, but whatever. She's nice. And she gave me my ultrasound. It's fine. And then like I get the test back like 5 days later, and it says, because she looked at other lymph nodes as well, right?
Yeah.
I get the test back, and it says they all look normal. So that's great, right?
Nice. Great.
And then I'm looking closer at it, and it's only got 3 in there, but I know she took pictures of a lot. And it has like the levels. So there's like different levels on your neck.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is level 1, and then there's like 2 and 3 and 4, 5 down here.
Yeah, like as they get further from your brain, the number goes up or something like that. I guess. Yeah. They're just named different things essentially.
Yeah. So to like show you like these ones are in this location. And I was like, oh, I better check because I remember she was having trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'll just check she got the one that I was worried about. And it wasn't in there. So they're just reporting all the ones on the ones I wasn't that worried about. Although one was a little bit big, but that's a doctor's call.
But the one that you were like, it's right here. Yes. And then she's like, I can't find it. Then she moves on because she didn't take a fucking picture of it.
Yeah, because she just couldn't get it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And her mind was full of like numbers being the same.
She's like 8, 8.
I'm like,
8,
I get it.
7.
It's distracting. It ruins my whole life.
She's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Hard to have a relationship like this, you know?
Yeah. Totally. I get it.
So now I'm like, they didn't even get a picture of it. And I thought I didn't have cancer. Now I don't know. Now I gotta be in limbo again.
Mm.
And so then I go in again. The guy, the doctor who had looked at it was like, oh, like he immediately was like, oh yeah, we got to get her back in.
Yeah.
And I go in and they're going to redo it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I hope I don't get that lady again. And then I did.
Yeah.
She comes out and she's like, oh, I remember you.
Yeah.
Because you had the 888 birthday. She said that. She comes out to the office
so
and she was
funny.
like, oh. And then she's
back. She's like 8887.
Yeah. She comes and gets me and she's like, oh, hey. And then we go
She's
back
like,
in.
I've been thinking about
and
you.
she asked me my birthday again. She's like, I knew it. I remembered it was you.
That's so funny.
And I was like, I remember you too for a different reason. So then she's like redoing the whole thing. And she's talking about, she's like, oh yeah, well, they said you're supposed to have this one, but I don't know. She was like saying how it didn't make sense. And I'm like, I know that was the main one on the order. And that's why I'm getting this for free, because the guy who looked at this was like, you didn't get the picture.
Yes,
yeah.
Totally.
And so then she's like, also, they want me to do all this other stuff now with it. So it's going to take me a minute. I got to look at my email.
Oh my God. It's also weird for you to be like, hey, like go
Just
in.
do your job.
Because there's also like not a third person there with medical expertise. Like, it's only you and her and the papers. So you're like, yes, so last time you fucked up.
Yeah.
And you got to get these pictures correct this time. And that's why I'm here for free and I'm not paying for it. And it's just like a weird position to be put in.
It was weird.
Yeah.
And so then she's like spending so much time getting like, it's like they are doing a really thorough job of it now.
Good.
They asked her to though, which is great.
Yeah. She had to be asked to do her job correctly. But
and that was fine. And then she like got the images or whatever. And then she also was like, yeah, they want me to bring my colleague in as well just to check. And I'm like, good. So another lady did come in and check that the way she did it was the way it's supposed to happen.
Good.
I'm like, what? Good. Why are they just letting her loose? If this is what
I know
had to occur.
Also, it's like for you to get that test, like you're a very specific kind of person that you read the entire papers.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people like.
And I was like, oh, let me check. And then I looked at a chart online.
Yes.
And I was like, where's mine supposed to be?
Some people don't have the time, don't have like whatever. Like somebody could have just had cancer and they missed it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Just thought they were clear and been like, oh, what a relief.
Got the thing in the mail and we're like, oh, thank God I can go back to raising my children. Or whatever the fuck. Like they're just busy and can't do that shit, you know? I don't know.
Totally. I know. It made me so mad. So she does a whole test and then she's like, the doctor wants me to send it to him immediately and have you wait in case there's other images he needs. And I'm like, good.
Yeah.
Great.
This is how it should be done.
Happy to wait.
Yeah.
And so I'm waiting for a while and she does that. I come back in and I don't need to take any more images or whatever. And then as I'm leaving, she's like, yeah, you know, it could be, she starts interpreting again. She's like, it might not, it's probably nothing. You know, like sometimes just if you're sick, they can get bigger. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I know lymph nodes get big when you're sick.
Yes.
This is not that.
It's been like this for a while.
Yeah. Also, we've been over this. I'm not sick right now.
Yep.
Like that's one of the questions they have to ask.
Totally.
And then she's like, oh, okay. She's like, well, did you get vaccinated recently? And I was like, well, in September. And
so
she's like, yeah.
So
and
not.
She's like, well, because I got a vaccination and then one of my lymph nodes, I got a lump. And I'm like,
she like an anti-vaxxer.
I'm like, who are these people they're hiring?
When people say anything weird about a vaccine in a medical profession, I'm always like, anti-vaxxer. You know what I mean?
I know.
Which may be unfair, but like since anti-vaxxers are like such a huge part of the population now, I'm like, how are you a fucking nurse? There's people who are like, I don't get my pets vaccinated against rabies because I'm an anti-vaxxer. And I'm like, okay, so a raccoon is going to come kill your dog.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just nuts.
Yeah. She's like, she keeps going about it though. She's like, well, what arm did you get it in? Did you get it in your left? And I was like, yeah, probably. I always do. And she's like, these doctors need to be asking these questions.
Oh my God.
Why are these
Oh my God.
She went into Jerry Seinfeld voice.
Yeah. These doctors need to be asking these questions.
So, that made me mad. And then I was like, can I trust anything anymore?
Yeah, but I got
it back. They got an image of it.
Fine.
They say it's fine.
Beautiful.
So, I don't know what it is though. So I guess I got to talk to someone else.
I guess you just have a big lymph. Maybe your lymph nodes are extra strong, and that's why they're.
Yeah. Maybe it's related. I've been like clenching my jaw so much lately. Maybe it's just something related to that.
Yeah, maybe you have big muscles or something.
I don't know. It'd be cool to have big muscles. I hope it's
clenching muscles.
Yeah.
I can
One of my friends,
business.
she was clenching so much she had to get Botox in her cheeks.
I've heard of people having to get Botox because they grind their teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you grind your teeth? I've never ground my teeth.
Sometimes when I'm really stressed. I think I was doing it the last few months. I had like some ear pain for a while too, and I think it was because I was stressed and clenching my teeth.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever clenched my jaw. Or
nice.
Never done it. Never done it. That's right.
Have you? You're playing that game? Have you ever?
Never have I ever clenched my jaw. I'm always loose, dude. Always.
I always used to play that game in the annoying way that you're not supposed to, where it would just be something weird.
You'd be like targeting.
You're not connecting with anyone.
Yeah, it'd be like, never have I ever made a horse cape.
Yeah.
Never have I ever threw up on a phone in class before. Dude, if
never have I ever done a presentation about a toilet for my dad's business.
Yeah. Dude, if you and I were ever playing Never Have I Ever with like a group of people, it would be fucking diabolical. It would be so horrible for everybody else. Never have I ever looked like a trapezoid on a trampoline before.
We'll post that on the carousel.
Dude, so funny that it was in your fucking dating profile for so long.
Oh yeah. Well, if I ever have to go back, it's staying in. That was the main one people commented on, and that's probably why I had so many bad dates.
So what you're saying is you haven't learned your lesson at all? I think Dwayne would have liked that.
Yeah.
Though he would have thought it was funny.
Oh, definitely. Just before we get into the post, I got some rat news.
Oh my god!
I mean, they're just Instagram reels, but that's what we're using now.
It's hard to come up with rat news that isn't visual.
Yeah.
Which is tough for a podcast, which is a audio medium.
Yeah. So I thought we could just take a look at a couple of these. I sent like 12 to myself.
To yourself.
This one's pretty cute. So
okay.
Check this out.
Gingerbread.
It's a rat owner.
Are you serious, gingerbread?
Oh my god, he's taking the keys off of the keyboard.
Yeah, taking keys
really?
off the keyboard. Man.
That's really cute.
Little monster. Why
There's
are you
emotional
such a
problems
monster?
going on.
Honestly, he's kind of cute with his little hands.
And I like that he has a little hobby, you know? Like
Yeah. He's being a little rascal.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I like that about him. Dude, you know who called me with rat news? Leah Palazzo.
Oh, what's she got?
So she called me the other day.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey, I meant to leave you a voice message, but I haven't had coffee yet, so I just called you by accident. And I thought you'd be at work. And I picked up.
One of those calls where you're like,
dude,
I hope they don't answer because I didn't mean
100%
so
that.
Funny.
And I picked up. It was probably like 8 a.m. And I picked up and she was like, oh my God, hi. And I was like, hey, what's up? I just quit vaping. It was Thursday morning. And I was like, what's up? I'm home. Give me something.
I just pooped on my own vape.
Yeah, I just shit on my vape.
Ceremonial.
Dude, I just shit on my fucking vape. That's right. I shitted on it. But she was like, oh, I was talking to my coworker who said that she couldn't start her car because rats had made holes in it.
This is what the chipmunks do.
Yes.
In my dad's car.
Dude, when
and then he shoots them off a tree branch while they're relaxing in the sun.
Dude, that's what my dad does too. My dad loves shooting chipmunks. But like fucking, and I was like, oh yeah, squirrels do that. And she's like, I didn't know that rats were a problem. Because she lives in Providence, which is like a city. And so like there's rats everywhere. So instead of squirrels, they just have rats, essentially, like we do here in New York. And I guess the insurance paid for it because rats are just a thing that happen to cars. It's crazy.
Man, it's pretty cute. I think that's all the rat news for today, right?
Okay, yeah, we can.
I had some others. It's just like rats popping bubbles and stuff. I'll show you that one. And then we'll be done. I guess that's one of my favorite ones.
Probably really excited about that one.
Doing it to some music too.
Oh my God, that's really cute.
Adorable.
Oh my God.
As a kid.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Oh,
it's adorable. It's just a rat popping bubbles. One time I brought bubbles home from I was at a concert or something, and I was like, "Oh, Betty can play with them," and I blew the bubbles, and she was afraid of them.
Oh yeah. Oh,
she was.
I thought that was your foot. It's just a fake plant, or is it real? No, it's gotta be fake.
No, it's fake. It's definitely fake. See, sorry, I don't mean to touch the studio stuff with my foot. So rude of me. But yeah, Betty was just afraid of the bubbles. She was like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, oh my God, you're no fun at all as a dog because you're just afraid of everything.
That's so funny.
I don't have a dog. I have a Vietnam War veteran in my fucking home. She's so crazy. She's like, I love eating shit off the ground and I hate fireworks. Yeah. It's like, oh my God, Betty.
All right, we're going to get into our little posty. I'm saying it like Allie right now.
Posty. Yeah, that is how I say it.
Yeah.
Posty.
Little posty.
Let's get into this fucking post.
Today I fucked up. I don't want to read the title.
Okay.
Today I fucked up is the.
It's Today I Fucked Up. It's a little story of something embarrassing from an internet user.
Happened a couple of months ago, but still sharing. Okay. I also didn't need to read that. We all do dumb stuff when we're tired. I was reading that. I was like thinking of Martin Urbano.
Well, we all do dumb stuff.
We all know.
Tired.
Yeah. That's that bit where he's like, we all know it's not okay to hit your kids.
Ever hit your kids. Yeah. God, we got to have him on. He's so funny.
But what is it?
He's like, but what if you could get somebody to hit your kids for you?
Hey,
Hi, sharks. Yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny. Sorry to do his bit just worse on the pod, but I'm such a huge fan.
Yeah, he's funny. Check him out. We all do dumb stuff when we're tired, especially when it's the middle of the night and we need to relieve ourselves. Even more so when we're out in the deepest part of the woods on a camping trip and have an itty-bitty fear of the dark. This guy's doing a lot of
I know. That's the thing about Reddit. They write shit like this. It's so annoying.
Everyone's trying to get a book deal.
I know.
Imagine, if you will, the tiniest... Imagine, if you will.
I know.
Now he's doing a talk.
Dude, these guys got A+ in fucking AP English and have nothing to show for it.
Imagine, if you will, the tiniest of camp clearings set into the side of a mountain.
Oh my God.
Imagery. One cut into a wooded slope so steep you wonder just how far you'd roll if you took even the smallest misstep.
Oh my God, I fucking
the writing
hate
is
this guy so much.
Now imagine it's dark as sin.
Oh my God.
In the dead of night.
I should have fucking edited this pre-reading it on the pod because honestly, I'm just fucking pissed off that this guy is writing this way. God, I hope
dead
he's
of
dead.
night with just enough. You're going to hate this. Just enough moonlight to see the outlines of everything.
That's also not even very good.
I know.
That also sounds like fucking shit, bro. Oh my God. I fucking hate it. I'm sorry.
I'm so mad.
I'm being such a bitch, but it's because
I love
this.
it. It's about time. Maybe we'll correct his course or something. Maybe he listens.
Yeah, I hope he fucking listens to this podcast, and I hope, and what I would say to him is like, fucking let it go.
I would say just be yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, if yourself is this, don't fucking be it, dude. If yourself is this, fucking
all right.
a gun.
That's what I awoke to in my tent, with nature's calling roiling in my gut.
Roiling? Sorry.
I'm stumbling out of my tent in PJ bottoms, gripping nothing. It does feel like he's giving a read to a group of people.
It feels like it's like a book written for kids.
Yeah.
It's like a picture book, you know?
Yeah. Gripping nothing but some toilet paper and my flashlight, I began looking around for the nearest latrine.
That's so fucking... I hate that. Latrine.
I know.
What are you, in the army? Fuck off.
There wasn't one. It was too steep. Not wanting to foul up our campsite, I decided to clamber up. Clamber. That's always in books.
Dude, clamber? I've literally never heard that word before. Clamber? It sounds made up. It sounds like if I was playing Scrabble.
It does sound made up.
If I was playing Scrabble and somebody put clamber, I would be like, that's not a fucking word, bro.
All right, guys. Allie's mad at words. You've been so mad. You just heard a word and you got so
I'm like, clamber. Oh, God.
Oh, God. This guy really is annoying me, too. Clamber up the slope a little bit and fertilize the trees above us.
I fucking hate this guy so much. I hope he dies.
Keep in mind, I wasn't really thinking straight, just a zombie with a need for the drains. I pulled myself up the slope, slipping on dead leaves all along the way. I got 40 feet up and decided I was good. There I squatted, took care of business, made sure I was dirt-free, and sluggishly began slogging back down the slope.
Okay, by the way.
You gotta slog down, clamber up. That's what I'm getting from context.
By the way, he could have been like, it was really dark. I got up in the middle of the night to go shit on
He's
a
actually
hill
making
above
it
us.
harder to imagine.
Yeah. He could have said this in fucking 2 sentences, but instead he had to put his fucking useless English degree to work.
Yep. Yeah.
God.
Something rustled behind me. It was approaching fast, running over the leaves at a rapid pace, coming straight down towards me. Adrenaline cut through my foggy state.
Ugh,
In
God.
seconds, and warning signs flashed in
Dude,
my
I
vision.
hate-
Danger! Animal! Kill you! Run! That's like when I'm on the plane and I'm going, family! Family! Yeah.
You're like, that's how I feel like when I'm on a plane.
Yeah.
Danger, animal, family, run.
I bolted down the hill, yelling at the top of my lungs, slipping, sliding, almost tumbling through the trees. The rustling continued after me, hot on my heels.
Oh my God.
My friend, who'd been sleeping soundly, was up and about in his tent in a flash, shining his light in my direction as I slid towards him with my pants down my knees and screaming for help. I cannot stop, just hating every word.
Me too.
Now the edge of our little campsite is dug into the slope, so there's a bit of a drop off. I slid it at high velocity, hit the ground hard, and ended up slamming my face into the ground, breaking my goddamn nose. My friend wasn't paying attention to me, though. He stood over me, the rustling abundantly clear in the night as he shined his light. I'm not even comprehending anymore.
I know.
I'm just
yeah.
reading and feeling upset.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Dude.
And it's good that I could identify what emotions I was having.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
getting good at
Great-
it.
Great work, Brittany. Miss Rachel would be proud.
Did I tell you I've been doing that bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, I did it. when
I
you
saw
were
it at
hosting.
QED or something.
Oh, yeah.
And it was good. It went well. It was great.
I added stuff to it. We shouldn't talk about this now. I added stuff to it that I wasn't doing. I should do. It probably won't work.
Yeah, you got to keep reading this. We started.
It's only halfway over.
Oh my God, I'm going to fucking kill myself.
And you're going to hate this next word coming up.
What is
I
it?
hunkered.
Hunkered.
Hunkered at his feet, crying and shivering, my nose dripping blood and mucus from where I'd busted it. Then the threat made itself known. A brown mass slid off the embankment and dropped right onto the top of our tent, almost caving it in. Immediately, that's his dump. The brown mass.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
could have
yeah.
said my dump.
Dude, the brown mass sounds like a movie.
Yeah, it does. Immediately, the smell followed, pungent and revolting, with a hint of trail mix. Even though my busted nose, which was now clogged with blood, I got a good whiff. I slid. He goes, "That's my poop."
That's my poop. I know my poop. I got a broken nose, but I can still smell my own poop.
I slid. I've been trained on my poop my whole life.
Oh, I know who did that. That's me. That's no stranger.
I slid down our tent for a good 10 seconds before flopping to the ground. My friend held his flashlight on it the entire damn time. Then it's weird placement of curse words here.
Yeah.
Then shined it down at me. He doubled over laughing, not caring about my busted nose or that he'd been so rudely awakened. After I took care to bundle up my nose, we began to figure out what happened. Apparently, the deuce I dropped on the hill possessed
Ugh.
just the right amount.
Just rolled. It
of
rolled.
density. Yes, it rolled.
Ugh.
And viscosity.
This.
Connor's back
Connor
there
just
going,
went,
oh,
ugh.
God. I hope this isn't one
I'm
of our
so glad that
listeners.
all of us fucking hate this. God.
I did not realize this post was going to be a hate post.
You know what this post sounds like? It sounds like, excuse me, good sir.
Yeah.
Could I bother you for a moment?
Yeah.
Actually, what you're saying, it's just like fucking, oh my God.
Yeah.
We get it. You didn't have any friends.
The embankment, slick with dead leaves. You already said that. You already said slick with dead leaves.
He said it twice?
Yeah, earlier you mentioned.
So he's being an asshole and he's bad at it?
Mhm.
Great.
It afforded the perfect conditions for it to stalk me all the way down to my campsite. I never heard of the end of it. My friend called me Little Brown Sliding Hood from then on. Your friend
All right,
should
that's
have told
pretty good.
his version of the story.
Little brown sliding hood is pretty
That's good.
fucking funny.
Yeah. It reminds me of Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
Tiny Hawk.
Tiny Hawk. Yeah, that's right. Dude, it is like Tiny Hawk. Yeah.
And we had to head out early to attend my goddamn nose. He's like, insert curse words.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
3 sentences.
To make it seem like I'm just a guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there how much more of this fucking
That's it.
story?
There's one more sentence.
Okay.
So for any campers out there, this is a concluding sentence. He's like, I got to apply this generally now to the real world.
He's like,
who's
and
my
that's
audience?
why you
Other
don't
campers.
yell.
Yeah. If you shit in the woods, make sure it's not on a hill, and if it is, dig a hole first.
Dude, you always dig a hole before you shit. You bury your shit every time so that
Definitely
it
bury.
doesn't attract animals and also people don't smell it.
Yeah, and step in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always bury your shit when you're camping.
Dogs do that. Dogs know to do that.
Yes, some dogs do. Not all dogs. Betty doesn't bury her shit, but Nellie does, and she's smart.
So many dogs just go through the motion of it, like similar to when people just wet their hands after they go to the bathroom.
Dude, yeah. Dude, when they
Like,
do
do
the little
not-
kicks,
Yeah.
it's exactly
They're
like wetting your
hold on.
like you're washing. It's so funny.